All right. You ever get one of those 8 balls, little magic 8 balls? You ask a question, you see if it will answer. You go to maybe you go
Yeah.
a step further. You go to one of those people with the crystal balls, and they tell you what's going to happen in your future. Wouldn't it be nice to know what your future could have in store health wise? There is a place in town, Preventative Diagnostic Center. They have a scanner that can look and catch things way early that could potentially save your life.
That's right. It's in their name, Preventative Diagnostics. Dr. John Pierce is their medical director. He joins us now from their office. Dr. John, good to see you today. Hey, let's jump in and talk about one of the things that people fear the most, and that is a heart attack, because oftentimes you don't know it's coming until it's coming.
Well, right. Most people don't know it's coming until they actually have it, and they start to develop those symptoms of chest pain and shortness of breath and sweating, and on and on. The beautiful thing with preventive diagnostics is we can do a scan to look at your heart, and primarily looking at your coronary arteries to see if there's plaque buildup that's calcified. That's a very good indicator of coronary artery disease. And if you have a significant amount of that, then we recommend that you follow up with a cardiologist, and they will probably want to do further testing, because our scan cannot tell, does that plaque buildup that you have, is it impeding the blood flow? The cardiologists have a series of tests that they can do to determine that. But we would give the warning sign that, hey, this is something that really needs to be looked at.
At that point, you're playing traffic cop, and you're like, all right, we know there's something here. Go this way and get more of an answer, which is great. I mean, this is a great way to be able to see it before it really causes a significant issue, because once that issue happens, oh my goodness, your life is impacted potentially forever. What do you do to help patients understand the risks of what it is that you find inside the scan?
Well, when we do the scan, we're going to find if there is any abnormality. And then based off of that, we're going to point them in the right direction, kind of like the traffic cop that you told us about earlier. So, if we find that they have a mass maybe in their liver, we may have to send them off for ultrasound to determine, is that a cyst, or is this more of a solid mass? And does this need to be biopsied? And of course, we don't do that biopsy, but we'd send them off to the primary care doctor, who would then get them to the right person to look into that and investigate it.
Hey, let's take a look at this machine. I know we have some video footage. I've been in and I've had the scan done. I was not sure exactly what to expect. You said it's no sweat, Dr. Pearson. You were right. It was very, very simple. There was nothing claustrophobic about it. There's nothing scary about it, nothing painful about it. In fact, I was welcome to wear the clothes I came in on while I laid on the table. It's interesting. There's not another machine like this scanning machine, I believe, between here and Northern California.
That is correct. Absolutely. So what makes it unique is that it actually measures the individual prior to doing the scan to determine what's known as their density. And it gives them the appropriate amount of radiation. You're going to be exposed to radiation from, it's generally similar to that of a chest x-ray. And that will give us the most quality images to be able to determine if there's anything, abnormal. We can see abnormalities down about the size of a grain of rice.
Yeah. The machine isn't saying, oh, okay, well, we found this, and this. It's not like AI saying, we found all the problems. The machine does the scan, and then you have very smart eyes, including your own, look at that scan and see what's going on.
Yeah, we have a board-certified radiologist that goes through that scan with a fine-tooth comb, and then he gives a very detailed report. And then if that report has abnormalities, generally that'll come across my desk, and then I'll call the patient to discuss those with them, kind of give them a clue of what they're going to receive, and then get them preempted to, hey, this needs to be followed up by your primary care doctor or your cardiologist or whomever.
Dawn and April came in as a couple to see you, and we're going to hear from them right now. And then, Dr. Pierce, we'd love you to tell us a little bit more about them.
Don wasn't feeling very well, and we went to a cardiologist, and they did all kinds of tests on him and found absolutely nothing and told him he was fine. That wasn't satisfactory. So we went to Preventative Diagnostic Center and had the body scan done. That body scan showed that he had blockage in his major arteries to his heart, and he had to have stents put in. That scan saved his life. I wasn't ready to be a widow, and I could have lost him. So please get the scan done for yourself and for someone you love.
I mean, so they came in together thinking, all right, we got to check the health of the one. And it's the other that needed the checkup. Really, it's amazing.
Yeah, just kind of how it worked out in this couple situation. The concern more about the wife, and then the husband actually has the issue. But we caught it early, and it probably saved quality years in his life.
Huge.
It's awesome. You have a special offer today for people who may have seen you on the Morning Blend before, have thought, oh, I should do that. Maybe I'll wait till the pandemic's over. Well, the time is now. By the way, I'm sure that your office keeps everything safe during the pandemic. We're wearing masks.
Absolutely. Yeah, we do all the prerequisites to keep everybody as safe as possible. And, a lot of people have put their health on the back burner because their fear of COVID, right? So to that point, we want people to come in. We're offering a 2-for-1 special, actually better than 2-for-1. Scan for the heart to include the coronary arteries, the calcium score generally is $599. We're charging $125 for both parties.
So it's usually $599 for one party. So that is a much less expensive party. It's fantastic.
Absolutely.
A great offer. It's great to talk to you, my friend. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you, Dr. Pearson.
All right, listen. If you're like the couple we heard from earlier, Don and April, you want you and your spouse, you and your friend, whoever it might be, to come on in and take a look for your health. Heart scan with calcium score for just $125. Usually it's $599 a person. pdcenterlv.com if you want to learn more. Their number on your screen as well.